Hey, welcome to another episode of Live, Think, Grow. My name is 𝘀𝗺cie𝗺𝗵𝗶, and I help female coaches and lightworkers become full-time and thriving using spiritually infused mindset, marketing, and sales strategy. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about the 5 telltale signs that coaching is a part of your soul's purpose. This is really important to me because the way that I coach is all from this foundation. I call in amazing female coaches and lightworkers from all over the world who are like, Regina, I know I'm meant to be doing this. And so when you have this inner knowing, you know that this is part of your dharma, it actually makes creating this amazing, abundant business so much easier. So by watching today's episode, I hope that you can see if you have some of these telltale signs, and if you do, it might just be the push that you need to take this leap. Okay, so before we dive in, make sure you hit subscribe below so you never miss a beat, because every single Thursday I post a free content for you. These are strategies, tools, tips, and downloads to help you be a soul-aligned 6-figure coach. All right, have you done that? Let's dive right in. There are 5 telltale signs that will indicate that coaching is what you're supposed to be doing. Sign number 1. You have known ever since you were little that you were here to help others. So there's just this part of you when you were a little kid that knows that you were made for something bigger, and that part of that was being of service to others. You don't know exactly, what it was, but there's just this natural instinct to lead others, to guide others, to help people. It's something that you've felt for a really, really long time, right? Because when you're a child, you're the closest you are to source. And so you're very connected to your mission when you're a little child. So that's something that I definitely can relate to, because I've just always known. I just remember being really little, knowing that I was put on this planet. Well, first off, I knew I was an alien, but put on this planet to help other people. So that's sign number 1. Sign number 2 is you've gone through a spiritual awakening in the last few years. This spiritual awakening has ruptured you. It has completely shaken you, and you are now a completely different human being than from before the spiritual awakening. Now, this is a telltale sign because, hopefully you know this, but we are going through a mass spiritual awakening on planet Earth right now. And so the last few years has been a lot of people's spiritual awakenings. And the reason you went through a spiritual awakening recently is to prepare you for your dharma, your soul's purpose here, at least in this moment in time. So that is a huge sign. All the clients I work with are like, oh my God, I went through a spiritual awakening in 2018, which is when I did, or 2019, or even this year, 2021. That definitely is a huge indicator. The 3rd sign, you always knew you weren't going to work a 9 to 5. The thought of working a 9 to 5 makes you icky and ugh. Or maybe you've started working 9 to 5 and you're like, this sucks. That's because your soul knows that's not what you're here to do. I felt this 100% when I was getting ready to graduate UCLA. I had, these 9 to 5 companies, corporate, calling me up hey, do you want to do a job interview? I was like, absolutely not. No. I just knew I wasn't going to work a 9 to 5. And that's because you are here to start your own business, to blaze your own trail. The 4th telltale sign is that when you envision yourself in the future, you see a life of abundance in all the ways. So when you think about you 5 years from now, you imagine yourself in beautiful places, with beautiful things, with beautiful people, inside and out, with community, doing things that are just magical. Does that relate? I know that I had that 1,000%, and now that it's my reality, I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm so glad that I followed my soul's purpose and mission. And the 5th and final telltale sign is that you just have this deep inner knowing that you are not going to live a traditional life. Maybe you were the black sheep in your family. Maybe you're that one friend that is just different. You just know that you aren't going to be doing things the regular old-fashioned way. And I'll tell you, that is a sign of a visionary, which is what you are. So a lot of times people get caught up on like, what is my purpose? But know that your purpose is a feeling and can change throughout your career and life. So this video is really about what is your purpose right here, right now, to serve others and to be a soul-aligned coach. So if this is you and you're like, okay, now what do I do? Like, how do I do this? Well, 𝗀𝗵𝗵, my blueprint program, is currently open for enrollment. This 8-week mentorship program is for new female coaches and lightworkers to set the spiritual foundation for a thriving business, to create an unstoppable mindset, to have a badass and scalable niche and offer, to learn how to authentically market themselves on social media, and to soulfully sell. So if this is for you, the doors are open for enrollment, but literally for only about a week more. So this is your last chance to get in on this cohort until next year, 2022. This program is absolutely epic. I've taken 70 plus women through it. It's literally how I've gotten to where I am in my business. I've had countless clients see life-changing results. You can check those out on my Instagram, on client spotlights, or on my website under testimonials. And yeah, it is just the program for coaches and lightworkers who want to create this business from a soulful place. So if this is you, don't wait any longer. Click the link in the description below and you can join the waitlist ASAP. That's it for this week's episode. Until next week, which I'll actually be back in Florida, going back to the States, leaving Costa Rica. Until then, happy living.